I know you guys haven't really we were just talking about this beforehand, like, I've been active in the Discord with Yummi Universe, and their holiday drop sparked a lot of, we've been talking about it, we kind of teased it in here, the burn method of the holiday. Instead of making another 10,000 holiday Narus and diluting the pool for the holiday ones, and they were going to do a burn feature. It was the community idea that was brought up, and then this past few days, or yesterday, they actually put an actual vote out for it. And if we're over here looking inside their Discord, they basically gave you two options. And there was like the fire versus the, obviously one was way over winning, but basically the difference of the two were, on the fire one, they said you had one 10K Naru of your 10,000 yummies. And out of that 10, if you own one of the original 10K and you had 5 of the spoopies, you were able to burn 5 spoopies and mint 5 Winter Narus, and each one would cost 25 ADA. So all I needed to get into the burn would be just one 10K. So I could get in with one, have my 5 spoopies, trade out my 5, and send 125 ADA with it for 25 each. And then I would get back 5 Winter Narus. That was the first option that they had to go ahead and do. The second option they had to do was you had to basically 1-to-1 your 10K Naru. So if I have one 10K Naru and 5 spoopies, I can only burn 1 spoopy and get back 1 Winter Naru because of my 10K. So if I own 5 10K OG ones and then I have 5 spoopies, then I can burn all 5 and do it out. But so it's proportionate to the 10K one, and it's tied to that, the OG original collection, not the spoopies. So what are your guys' thoughts hearing that? Where do you guys sit on that debate?
I mean, I like it. It's different, right? I mean, it really is do you want a spoopy or do you want a new winter one? It makes you have to decide. I mean, I'm not giving it my main guy, the Naru. I'm not doing that. But I like that they don't want to keep their numbers high. They don't want to have like 30,000 yummies out there, right? They want to make sure the number is low, so there's more value to it. I understand what they're doing. Now you really just got to decide: do you want a spoopy or do you want a holiday one? I mean, I think it's kind of. I mean,
if you explaining though, the big thing, obviously there's a majority vote over here for one side of this, but if you had to pick which one of those two options, do you like only having to have one 10K one plus whatever the amount of spoopies you want to burn, versus if you had the 1-to-1? So if you own one but own 5 spoopies, you can only burn 1. How do you guys feel about that option? Which one do you like better?
What did you say? If you have
the option 1, the one that didn't win right now over here, was that if you had one 10K Naru and you had 5 spoopies, you could burn 5 of your spoopies. Basically the 1-to-1.
Then.
No, it wasn't.
No, that was 5-to-5. That would be 5 to 5.
That was 5-to-5. You're basically your 10K was your buy-in. Your 10K was the buy-in to be able to burn. Then you could take as many spoopies as you had plus 25 ADA and burn those.
So if you had 10 spoopies, you could get 10 of them
plus 25 plus
25
250 ADA. Yeah. So, but option 2 was you had to do a 1-to-1. So if I had 5 spoopies,
the second option is tied to the original 10K.
Correct.
The first option you just needed.
You have.
Yeah, the first one you just needed to have a 10K Naru to get in the door. That's it. But after that, it was tied directly to how many spoopies you had. So so you just burn your spoopy. This one, it doesn't matter how many spoopies you have. It's tied directly to the original 10K. So if you only have one 10K Naru, you could have 30 spoopies, but you're only getting one Christmas one for your one 10K. You can only burn one at a time.
I like the other option where it's like whatever one you choose, the spoopy or the one or the Naru, whatever one you want to burn, essentially. It's your choice, I feel like.
No, both of those you have that choice. Both of those you have that choice.
What I'm saying is the second one though, you said though, if you hold a 10K Naru and 2 spoopies, you can only do the one because you have the
only one 10K.
Right. Yeah. What I'm saying is I like the other one where it doesn't matter. Like you could have one regular and one spoopy, or 2 spoopies. You could do 2 spoopies if you want for the 2 winners.
I originally thought that, right? That was my go-to was the fire option. I was arguing with people in the chat a little bit, not arguing, but just having like a little friendly back and forth with some of them. I was like, dude, like, because I'm sitting over here, I only own 3 of the 10K, and I own 6 of
Only
the
3.
Spoopies.
I only have 1. All
Well,
right.
right. Well, I'm saying, like, most people out there who own a shitload more, my original argument
I
was
sold
that it's
mine.
going to cater to the whales, right? Like, eventually, the only people who are going to be able to burn these things and want the Spoopies are going to be the original 10K holders. And then somebody's like, well, that's the point. Like, we're trying to keep the focal on the original 10K. We're not, the holidays were a side thing. They weren't never meant to be like
Yeah,
the
Spoopies
whole
were
sole
5
reason.
beta. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so they were pretty much like, how to, I think the second option ties everybody over there to that original idea. So I was a big fan of that, actually.
Well, and I like that, obviously the Spoopy drop, that was the first holiday drop. They had that and the clay happen at the same time. And a decent amount of the community wasn't super happy that they didn't get to get a Spoopy because of how they kind of did their drop. So I like that they're changing things up. I like that, it's 25 ADA this time, it's not 5. Which is probably a little better for them, the work they put into doing another 10K, art drop. And I just like that they're not, like TJ said, they're not going to have, I mean, this is going to be the second holiday, but if we have Valentine's Day, 4th of July, I guess, I don't know if that'd be, I guess,
St.
maybe not.
Patrick's
Yeah,
Day.
St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, exactly. There's so many other holidays. Eventually you're going to have what, 150,000, after a year of
Yummies,
holidays.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Too
just, it's
many.
out of control. This will keep it so there will only be 10,000 across
Holiday.
all holidays ever.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I only have the one Spoopy right now. I got a real decision to make though. Like, do I want to
Do you burn it, or do you hold on to it?
or do I keep it? Because
Or-
now, I mean, just every holiday, as more people decide to burn through them, there's going to be less and less original Spoopies, to where there could only be maybe 4,000 Spoopies that are Halloween left, and then 6,000 Christmas ones, and then you have another holiday, and that number drops even lower. It'll just continue to drop further and further, making those more and more rare. Which kind of creates it does create a little extra value if you do just want to sell them. But I also just like that it adds that kind of rarity to it, makes my Spoopy that much more special.
Right. I think that's the fun. Then I started to think about it. And I'm like, you know what?
That was my Spoopy that I sold. That's
Which
getting
one?
burned. That's getting burned right now. I had that one. I sold it. Remember, it was the naked one with the candle
Yeah,
on the head. That was
No,
mine.
with the eyes.
I don't think those eyes were yours though. Were
Oh,
they?
those are my eyes, but literally the same body,
Pretty
candle
similar,
on the
yeah.
head.
I was about to
very
say,
similar.
they burned that thing away to get rid of it.
I sold it.
No,
So
I love the meme they have. I don't know if anybody posted it in here. They didn't. It's like the little like Elmo or the yummy guy, like with the fire in the back behind him getting burned.
Yeah.
But no, so I was thinking about it for a little bit, and then I was like, you know what? I actually do like the second option better, where it is tied 1-to-1 with the actual holders. Because to me, it's like now, I mean, it works perfect in my situation, right? So I own 3 of the 10K and I own 6 of the Spoopies. So it's a perfect ratio where I get to say, okay, well, I can only burn 3 of my Spoopies right now. Perfect. I'm going to take the best 3 out of my 6 that I want to keep for Spoopy. So I'll have 3 Spoopies. I'm going to burn 3 of the other ones right now. And now I have 3 Spoopy, 3 Winter Narus. And then I can keep interchanging. If I want, I can buy another 3 each tier of the whatever the holiday ones are. And then I can always have at least 3 for that. So I kind of like that option. So because if I had the option to burn all 6 of mine at once, because I only needed 1 to get in there. Now I'm gonna get a little loosey goosey maybe and just want to start like like just wanting to like just burn it just to get the next rare one.
Reroll, yeah,
way.
see what happens.
Yeah, I would want to burn them all, and then I'm gonna look back and like, why'd I do that? Like, because
Loosey-goosey.
apparently, yeah. So I think I do like the option that they have, and on top of that, I think they're spreading their rarity is what they're basically saying on this next one. They're not going to, like the ranking system for the Spoopies. There's 1 through whatever 10,000 of them. All the traits are pretty much going to kind of go even with each other, except for some are going to be slightly rarer than others just to give it a little bit more fun. But it makes it that much harder for the community gets to decide what's more rare and what's not rare. And then people will get to burn and, fun parts for like the Spoopies too. As things get burned, different traits are going to go away because there's less and less of them or more and more. So can you imagine if the community's like, everybody candle heads, we don't like candle heads, burn your Spoopies with candle heads. And then there's like 0 candle heads out there and the one guy still hold on to it's the 1 of 1 of like the candle head left. Like there's crazy
That's
like possibilities that could happen out of that. Right. So yeah, I don't know. This is a different method. It's the first time being done inside the space. And I honestly think that Yummi has just pioneered themselves. They pioneered themselves though, in this aspect of like being able to like do this, like have this option right now. I think there's like, you're going to see all of a sudden a lot of different projects start to go this route, I think.
Well, I like that they're doing the burn. I mean, both those 2 options were either way, you were burning a Spoopy. So that's the part that I like is just something different and creative and something to kind of change up the process. I mean, CNFTs we see so much every day that it kind of can get stale very fast, especially if you're actively involved in all these in Twitter and Discord. So it's cool to see something different, to see how it works. Now it got me thinking, because my Spoopy that I have left is a rank 69.
Nice.
How
Nice.
it'll affect the ranks too. I mean, how they're going to work the ranks. Like, are they going to do ranking for Christmas ones then? And then like, as they start getting burned, no. So how will that work?
They're keeping an even rarity among all the traits minus, but
no,
I'm
saying though, mine's a rank 69. So let's say, let's say, you know,
damn, you're going to lose your rank 69.
No, what? Yeah. So like 1 through, let's say, just for the sake of this, 1 through 68 end up getting burned. Am I ranked number 1 now?
Good.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm ranked number 1 Halloween. Like that. I mean, I doubt those guys will burn the higher ones, but maybe some of those guys only have the 1 and they do want to burn and roll for the Christmas. And maybe they like the look of the Christmas. Maybe they like Christmas more than Halloween. Definitely happens too, or the holidays or whatever. So I'm curious now, or the damn, I'm gonna lose 69 probably. Those are gonna get all shifted around.
Right. You better screenshot that thing for a little while, man. It's such again, it throws so many curveballs into the community, but the fact that it was birthed from the community and that they actually put it out to the people. And then you saw, dude, right? Even recently, I know we talk about like JPEG. You try to send on CNFT right now at the floor of like 29, 30 disappeared, and now it's sitting around like the 40s, and nobody's sending over on CNFT. So you see people moving over to JPEG store right now, and if you look at it, the floor's sitting at what 62 right now as we go. I mean.
Oh yeah, that looks nice. It was like 22 a couple days ago. What the fuck was I doing? I need to buy like 10 of these. God damn it.
That's why I told you the other day. I'm like, I'm loading up on. I bought 3 new ones on when I was.
I was gonna say, when did you get 6? I did not know you had 6.
I bought 3.
Like
I bought 3 more. I minted 3.
Okay, well,
and
you did that on the sneak attack and didn't tell us at all.
Well, I kept hearing the rumblings of it, and I'm like, yo, I'm just speculating over here. But I was involved enough to.
We did talk about this like 2 weeks ago.
It was too good of an idea not to do, right?
Yeah, like, and I think I even said then, like, I should probably look at buying another one, and then you know, just didn't.
And then here we are. So.